Coming soon, a fight between good and evil, a showing of light versus darkness, a portrayal of the world's most epic hero, as well as the most evil outcast.
Who goes there?
They call me Beowulfetta.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah. It's been a ride. I guess I had to go to that place to get to this one.
I've heard of the beast that threatens your well-being, and I'm here to destroy him. Greetings.
Are you the mighty Beowulf?
It is I. I've come with my men to destroy Grendel, the monster that brings you to harm.
I was a great friend of your father, and I have heard tales of your mighty defeats.
Yes, I have the strength of 30 men in each hand.
It is my hope that you will join us for dinner within our meets hall.
I would be honored.
And you think that you can truly defeat
Yes,
Grendel?
with no weapons at all.
Please, freshen up in our drawing room. My name is Beowulfetta, and I am friends with the Queen.
I am Beowulf, the greatest warrior of Geatland.
Modest?
Oh, the Queen!
First things first, I'm the realest. Drop this and let the whole world.
Let us sit. So, Beowulfetta, I see you have met our great savior, Beowulfetta.
Indeed, I have.
Now, before we begin this meal, I say that we all offer our hands in praise. It was long ago that Cain, the very first outcast of God, murdered his brother Abel, and thus was one of the first acts of evil within our very world. From there, Cain created the dreaded Grendel, who we fear today. And it is now on this day that we offer thanks to our Savior Beowulf and for God for bringing Beowulf to help us fight this dreaded monster. And it is with this that we offer our meal and our thanks to Beowulfetta. To Beowulfetta. Crisp.
Hey, hotshot, is it true that you once battled a man and lost?
Clearly you don't know the whole story. I fought for days in creature-infested water, and just as I finished, he came out on top. But I have the strength to defeat Grendella, and that's what we need.
What?
I won't fight back, because you're no match for me, and I don't want to hurt you with my superior strength. It is time for me to destroy the outcast that has wandered about and destroyed the brightness of the Danes' land. I will now restore this brightness with no weapons at all. It's time! Fate will decide the victor of this battle! Brightness has been restored to the gates. Ow! The mighty Grendel has been slayed.
Thank you, Beowulf, for restoring light to our cherished mead hall. Not again!
I'm ready to defeat this monster.
Who will Beowulf fight next?
Isabel, how do the plot and characters of Beowulf connect to the modern hero?
Well, Kate, in most modern-day adventures, the hero saves the day. They get the girl, they ride off into the sunset. I mean, look at any superhero movie or fairy tales. Superman's very similar to Beowulf in many ways. Both use their power to rescue the city from monsters that lurk about. Are they forced to? Well, no one says they must, but they are selfless enough to put themselves in the hero's shoes and to step forward and to save the day. Beowulf, in this case, he steps forward without even being asked or being necessarily a friend to Hrothgar, and he steps up and puts his whole life on the line to save their kingdom and fight Grendella. Just really, it's moving what heroes do, and that's what makes Beowulf such a timeless masterpiece and really a movie that we just had to produce.
Beowulf is an epic poem, but what makes it that? Is it because Beowulf is an epic hero?
Well, yes, Beowulf is most certainly an epic, but not because of its extended narrative poem and exalted style. Well, for one thing, it begins in the middle of things, or in media res, and it's centered around the hero, Beowulf, a man of stature and significance, something that Beowulf most certainly is. This hero partakes in an almost superhuman feat of strength, and Beowulf's success or failure will determine the fate of the nation, something commonly seen in epic poems. Another quality seen in Beowulf is the great battles that the gods themselves can participate in. In Beowulf's battle with Grendel, Beowulf leaves it up to the gods to determine who will win. This leads me to Beowulf as a person. Beowulf is the definition of an epic hero. He meets several qualifications that epic heroes possess, and for one thing, he is incredibly strong and a great warrior, just like most epic heroes, like Odysseus for once. And Beowulf is the best fighter around, and he's the only one able to defeat Grendel. Clearly, Beowulf is an epic poem, and Beowulf himself is the epic hero.
So, Grace, there are some very prevalent themes within the epic. Can you tell us the significance of a few of them?
Yes. Well, one very standout one is the parallel theme of brightness versus murkiness. These parallel tensions relate to good versus evil. Frequently, brightness imagery is used to describe the mead hall, and also to symbolize hope. Murkiness is more ominous, however, and it's seen when talking about the danger of Grendel and his mother's underwater lair. Another theme is fate. Some say fate, it's what guides Beowulf, and he has accepted that it was God's decision who came out as the victor in the battle. Beowulf knew that he had to defeat the dragon, that it was his time to go. And he had to make this final fight. One last one that was covered was evil and how it's related to darkness. That is why, when portraying Grendel, I wore all black to show that Grendel is a very dark, ominous, evil character.